Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. How are you? How was your weekend? Good, bad, indifferent? It was good here. Quiet. We managed to avoid storms, which was good. It's amazing what prayer does. Okay. Quiet weekend. Good. I'm glad. Quiet's good. All right. Hello, loves. All right. We are just about ready to close questions. Man, inquiring minds today. Okay. Rocco, don't hurt yourself, okay? Just saying. Rock. Rock says hit the like button. You're supposed to throat punch it. That's the Jen way. Just saying. All right. All right. I am going to pause questions already. Coffee page is always open. And like always, if I can get through them, I'll open them back up. Okay. All right. What's going on in the world? Nah. There's stuff, but I've tried to avoid it. Tried to absolutely avoid it just because it's mostly negative. Okay, I do want to shout out Sister Lisa, my Hawaiian sister. Lisa, sweetheart, I found out something. You were concerned about the Hawaiian Islands not having tier 1 banks. I did find out one of them is called First Horizon Naval Credit Union, is a tier 1 bank that you will be able to redeem at. That doesn't mean it's the only one, but that's the one that I've found out. Okay. Okay. Moon, there's a whole lot of that going on around here too. Bus drivers missing. Our littles were missed multiple times. It's crazy. All right. All right, guys. Like I said, questions are paused. I will try to open them back up. I don't know that there's anything else that we're going to talk about. Peanut butter is just peanut butter. The lid is still on the jar. It's loosening every day, but still the seal is still on it, let's just say. All right, I'm going to pop over here to the coffee questions. What do we have? Oh, and by the way, to my humanitarian group, yes, I have not forgotten to update the project list. I will do it. I just didn't want to do it this weekend because I feel like I'm constantly working if I don't take a break. All right. Miss Wyletta has a coffee question. She says, "Hi, Jen. My Monday question. Drum roll, please. How will my week go? Please and thank you." All right. Guys, questions are paused. All right. I'm going to add the extra camera. And if he's feeling frisky, Mr. Boomer might interrupt. He's been in a weird mood. All right. Miss Wyletta, how is your week going to go? Wink says slow. Justice. You been in jail this weekend? What's been going on? Ten of Cups. All right. So the way this aspects it is your family finding a little harmony and balance. In the past, go, 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 go. You need to slow down on the Benadryl runs. Okay, I'm just saying. No, you've kind of put your foot down with family matters and said, no, mama's in charge here. Okay. All right. In the future with the hubby. Oh, gosh. Are you watching his finances? Is he spending too much? All right. You're weak overall. You're just kind of observing. Thank you, Wings. Kind of watching the money. But there's a romantic gesture here. Okay. Are you going to be swooned by the hubby? And then the moon says, "Yeah, maybe." Okay. Trust your instinct. What's he going to butter you up with? I'm just saying, beware. You sent him Benadryl, Roman? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hopefully no jail. Well, when the hubby starts buttering you up a little bit later in the week, your guard might want to be up. Your intuition might want to say, what you want. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. Let me refresh this. All right. So that was the only coffee question. So we get to jump right into the starred questions. Hunting season starts Saturday. Oh, okay. Well, you tell him go out there and get you dinner. All right. Starting off our regular questions. Sister Caroline, how are you, love? Is there a message for me from my grandpa? I hear he was with me the other day. You hear he was? All right. All right, let's see. Message for Caroline from Grandpa. What's she sad about? Did he pass quickly? No. It's almost like he put up a good fight. What is the word here? Okay. All right, Grandpa. Couple different messages, Caroline. First of all, get ready. There's a cycle in your life that's completing itself, and you're about to enter a new one where you're working with new people. Okay, this is new contracts, new people in your community, and the old people you're telling to fuck off. Yes, I said it. It's Monday. We can. This is the cycle of your life. People that have brought you despair and you were just fed up. You've been holding your own. I get it. Now I'm putting the whole picture together. Grandpa says it's time to move on. Who you're really meant to hang out with and work with are entering your life. It's okay to say bye-bye. Like-minded people with all the necessary tools. Okay. But don't make knee-jerk reactions where you just start telling everybody where to go. Okay. Think it through. Forgiveness is always important, but if I get that he is letting you know if they have a repetition, there's a pattern here where they constantly do the same thing over and over again and they just won't stop. You keep forgiving and you keep bringing them back. He says, "Stop it." He's been gone 60 years. Well, he's letting you know this. That's interesting because 60 years is almost a complete cycle. 70 years is a complete cycle. He's letting you know um, there's a period in your life that's ending. It's time to start something new. Okay. It's just encouragement that it's okay. Don't be sad. People that have hurt you, don't have them around out of guilt. Okay. But don't evict everybody right away and think it through. Okay. All right. Miss Regina, my friend has pee in his house. It must be smelly. And all over the yard. What do they want? Um, I'm trying to. What is pee? Somebody want to translate? Am I not seeing it? Is it obvious and it's just Monday? P is in not tinkle tinkle. What's P? It people in his house and all over the yard. What do they want? Spirit. I don't know. Regina, can you specify what P represents? Poop? Heavens. Entities. Gotcha. I don't know how that translates to P, but hey, I don't speak Regina language, apparently. That's all right. All right, entities. Good, bad, do we know? What do they want? Is there a battle there? I almost get that you have a little bit of both, or he has a little bit of both. Warning. Oh, no. Oh. No. Regina, this is going to be a weird question, and you may not know the answer to this, but you might want to check with your friend about the history of the property. Is it, you know, how they have Native American burial grounds? Doesn't have to be Native American. It's almost like there was a tragedy there. Yep. It's in Mama Gaia. The energies are coming up out of Gaia. I don't want to say this. That's murder. These entities are coming up. Oh, okay. They need a fresh start. They need released. Something has happened there. And I get it was way before like 100 years. I mean, it was long time ago. They need the energy reversed. So basically, it's putting a blessing on the land, releasing the energy so they can start over, if that makes sense. Yeah, they need a fresh start. They need cleansed. Long time ago. This is history. Your friend needs to figure out what, and it may be buried because you know they bury and change and lie about our history. Something has happened on this property that was terrible. So, Regina, check to see if, even if you don't get any answers through library or history or whatever, I would do a blessing to release energies. You can call in shamans. You could do like a gift of tobacco and prayer, and you can sage, you can do whatever. But I would absolutely tell these poor spirits that they can move on. Have Yeshua come and get them. That's why I kept getting two. It was good, and then there was bad, and they were both on there, and it's because bad guys were taking good guys out. Ugh. All right, Miss Regina. They just need a release. So they're calling out, please help us move on. They're kind of stuck. All right. Miss Regina, are the entities there to hurt him? No, they're asking for help. They need a release. This is a baby. What has my guardian angel been trying to tell me? Straighten up and fly right. I'm kidding. Stay out of jail. Don't do Benadryl. Let's see. Where's the sadness coming from? um Here comes the lecture. Not from me. Don't shoot the messenger. You've got to move on from the past. Okay? There are things that still eat you alive, and it's a depression. This is a loss in the past. This is get control over your emotions. There needs to be a release here. Yeah. Starting fresh, a whole new fresh beginning. Use your faith. Be careful with your words. So, what you're putting out, and we all do this, we have knee jerk reactions when we're highly emotional, but what we put out, the energy we put out, comes back. So, when you're in an upset state, whether it's anger, sadness, or whatever, the first thing out of your mouth, you're releasing that energy, and it's keeping this constant gray cloud. But there's so much sadness over the past. And he's like, this is let go, let God. All right, you've got to look at all the new things. Be careful with your words. Don't focus on all the loss. Because you've studied tarot, you do tarot. That Five of Cups is stop focusing on what has spilled and focus on what you have. Okay? His truck's still looking for a job. I know. And that's another horrible thing. It's another setback. And that energy is draining. But your guardian is saying, we can't focus on that. Right? Just reset. We all do it. Just do a reset. Just release it all out. Have a good cry. Throw a knife at somebody. Nope. I mean, don't do that. You throw darts. Just release it. Words are important. Right. I know, easier said than done. I get it. But whether it's over your daughter, finances, is tired of this, I'll say it, same shit, different day. Yep. Okay. All right. Regina has the next one. How can he make them go away? We talked about that. Just I The best thing I can tell you is you find like a tobacco shop that has real raw, natural tobacco, not crushed up cigarettes. That's not what I'm saying. You sprinkle it, you say a prayer, you call in all the energies there and you release them. It's just a prayer. You're released. I'd call in Yeshua and Michael. Come get them, please. Follow the light. Okay. It's a baby. Message from your daughter to her dad, Junior. Okay. So from daughter to dad. Sorry, Terry, was that too blunt to throw a knife at someone? Well, sorry. Sometimes my thoughts come to life through words. Okay. All right, daughter to dad. You're going to laugh as a baby. Why do I hear the word patience? Oh, dear. Aw. There's the I love you. There's your Ace of Cups. I'm sending you help. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Sending you help. Help is on the way. That's you, baby. Mom's going to help you move out of troubled waters. Wow. Okay. No fear. The baby, are you supposed to give him a good talking to? Not lecture, to build him up. He needs help with his emotional state. It's almost like he's in a rut too. Like if you take somebody depressed that's got to tell somebody else that's depressed. But now I want to remind everybody here, is it true that even when we're at our worst as empaths, we're always willing to help somebody else, even though we're miserable? Yeah. This is about the future. Help is on the way. It's getting better. Stand up, stand strong. I'm right here. She is bringing in the pentacle. I'm sending you help, Dad. She starts out, I love you. I love you. I'm sending help. Oh, that's beautiful. Mama, she's encouraging you as well to build up Dad. Don't let him get discouraged. All right. Yeah. We can be at our absolute worst and we still muster the courage to help other people. That's who we are. That's why we're here. All right. Miss Mary. Does my grandmother Mary have a message for me? Her heavenly birthday was September the 6th. Well, happy birthday, Grandma. All right. What's Mary got to tell Mary? That we need to move you? Just saying. Grandma sends you messages all the time. You don't pay attention. Why do I feel that she's lecturing you? She's offering you something. She sends messages all the time. Grandma's also warning you about your sharp-tongued son. Ugh. Okay. Mary, I'm going to be blunt. You know, I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, if it don't sit right, that's all right. The creator is saying Mary needs to start a new life. You're about to, all things new. The son, sharp tongue, acts like he wants to help, but that's not true. He wants control over everything. She's warning you. In the future, money. So grandma's giving you a warning, darling. Oh gosh, your son just walked in. There's divine timing in that, darling. Be careful. Okay. You do things that make you happy, following your heart and God. He'll shine a light on it, but that's a warning in the future. Okay. Our family knows what we're going through. They watch. Bye, Caroline. You don't have service? She passed when you were young. I'm sorry, Mary. Well, she's with you. Okay. All right. Miss Charlene. Are we there yet? Where are we going? What? Peanut Butter Factory? Do you want me to pull on an update? Anybody want to take a bet whether Temperance will come in or not? I still need to create my own tarot cards. Well, one of them's a face palm, probably the creator card. Yeah. All right, we're simply just getting an update. Yes, Spirit. I know you're tired of us asking. We got to live here. You don't have to pay the electric bill. We do. What can you tell us? Timing, energy. Peanut butter, something. Two. So we have two twos. Two what? 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months? Okay. So basically they're saying it feels like there's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It's like we're right there, but we can't get the other half of us in there, and it still causes a lot of worry. But it's already complete. There's your strength card in the past. Currently, it's a number 9. Now, 10s in tarot represent completion. Number 9 is almost there. And it's the 9th month. Okay. This is strategic about letting us know when. It's also strategic. Pay attention. Use discernment with what you're hearing. There's your near future collective celebration. Cheers. Lean on your hoe. You've made the investment. Now wait. Okay. All right. 9th month. They will let us know you're going to be celebrating, but you have the 2s. So timing, they actually took me seriously. We have 2s. All right. Lean on your hoe, but you're going to be happy. Rocco, y'all pray for Rocco. He's going to hurt himself. Honey, do I need to call Donna? I'm just saying. Yes, I threatened you. All right. So let's hold on to the number 2. Use your discernment of what that means. All right. But I did get 9th month. Almost had it. All right. Joe Patrice, she's sticking to the 17th. All right. All right. Okay. So that's the answer to are we there yet? They're saying, "Mm, yeah, almost, but not quite." All right. Charlene, that's all right. That's basically, can you imagine the creator? He's driving, and we're all the kids in the back seat. Dad, are we there yet? They touched me. Don't make me come back there. All right. You all use your discernment of whatever you think the twos mean. All right. All right. So, baby, here we go. Is there a message from Junior's parents to him? Thank you for all you do. Junior is here today, so wanted to get some messages for him from the family. Mwah, mwah, darling, mwah. Hello, Junior. All right. I guess I should leave that up there. All right. What do we got? Junior, what's mom and dad got to say to you? You're afraid. Fear. About money. It hasn't always been that way. You've had many, many times. They see your ups and downs, basically. We've seen with the good times. Now you're going through a rough time. You are not stuck. This is not the end. This is temporary. Okay. Positive words. Swords, and the baby will tell you, swords are always about thoughts, your mindset, and words that come out of your mouth. You can get yourself out of this. This is temporary. You are not stuck in prison forever, King of Swords. Your words are powerful. So your parents are saying, stop talking so negative. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, I got to do this. And I get it. It's a responsibility when you're bearing the brunt of providing. I see my husband do it. But your words are powerful. So when you say, I don't know what's going to happen, or how are we going to pay this bill, or how's the truck going to get fixed, you're going to say, the truck is getting fixed. The money's coming. I'm going to find a job. Look at that. Ace of Wands. You taking the action. Basically, your parents are going, you got this. Stop talking negative. The moon. This is the confusion that happens, and the state that you're in right now. This is how the devil plays tricks on people. He uses confusion, illusion. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy, messes with your thoughts. If you don't get your act together, you're going to lose everything. Your parents are with your daughter. Stop listening to the lies. You are a good person, and your parents want to let you know that they're proud of you. You've got this. Give yourself some more credit. All right. Mama says she's sending you gifts as well. And there's daddy. Control those emotions. You're going to be all right. Your parents believe in you, but it starts with you and your thought process. I know. When you're in the middle of a shitstorm, it's kind of hard to dig deep and find the positive. But I believe that with the encouragement of the baby and the divine spirit realm, you got this. Okay? You've told him that? Well, you just going to have to keep beating it into his head, the baby. Okay? All right. He said, get your lazy arse up and get a job. Well, the action card, yeah, the Ace of Wands is you have to take action. You have to do it, and it's not going to be handed to you. We can't all just stop what we're doing right now because we have gifts coming. That doesn't show gratitude. We have to say, I'm going to keep on keeping on. When the war's almost won, we don't lay down our weapons. We ain't won yet. Got to keep going. All right. Miss Patty. How's Miss Maggie? All right. Could I get a general read for the week? I love you too. All right. Miss Patty wants to know how the week's going to go. Yes, Wings. Let me finish this first, bossy. I'm supposed to tell you something in a minute. Remind me to tell you something in a minute. I'm a little focused. All right, Miss Patty. You got fours. Oh. Lots of fours. Why are you so distracted? Your mind's going a million miles a minute. Now, your mind is in a good frame of mind because this is victory and this is celebration working with the community. You're already zoning in on the positive stuff. But Spirit has a good reminder that please get some rest. All right. And are you not using your spiritual gifts? You've just kind of, now we've talked about this. You kind of walk away for a little while, let it rest. No, now it's time to activate them back up. All right. Focus in on that. That's interesting. There's more spiritual gifts coming in. It'll help balance that out. You've had this since you were a kid. It's coming back. Don't ignore it. Messages are coming in strong. I know you asked about your week. I'm just telling you, they're saying spend a little extra time working with pendulum, whatever it is that you want to work with. You're too hard on yourself. You second guess everything. Mm-mm. We all don't, when we use spiritual gifts, we don't all get it right the first time. Sometimes the second or third time. This is a master craft. Build it up. This week, I get that you're going to be fine. Remember to rest because it's a draining thing to use spiritual divination. But don't be so hard on yourself. I want you to really start focusing back in on your spiritual gifts. Use that pendulum and talk to divine spirit. Okay? Yes, quit messing with the lights. All right. I don't get a negative week unless you focus on the negative. You are way too judgmental on yourself. Okay? If you get a message, you go, no, that wasn't right. Stop saying that. Okay? All right? Believe it, especially the warnings. All right. Now, I was supposed to tell you something. All right. I don't know if anybody watches Carolyn Dennis. She's one of our modern day prophets. She had a show on the other day. People are asking. We have wealth transfer, but we also have the takedown of the wicked. And the title of the show was Which Comes First? She made a great point. back at the Red Sea when Moses was taken. Let's not get into a Bible discussion whether this happened or not. This is based on what God has told us in the history. What happened first? The wealth transfer that the wicked had to hand over all the gold and silver and jewels to the slaves? Or did he take out the wicked first? Well, biblically, the slaves, before they fled Egypt, got all the gold and silver. They got all the wealth. And just when it started looking like that everything was picking up and looking good, Pharaoh came and chased them down and said, I want it back. And God said, I don't think so. And then he wiped him out. So biblically, wealth transfer comes first. So the doomy, gloomy thing that we're all feeling, according to God, wealth transfer comes before that. Okay. That's encouraging. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, golden chicken before the golden egg. Well, okay. Hi, Cecilia. Are you back in the country yet? Are you still over in Paris? Just asking. You don't have to tell me. But hello. She went over man hunting. She didn't like what she saw here, so she went to another country. She gonna find her man. All right. Let me refresh this coffee page. All right. We're still good. All right. Roman. Hello, Roman. How are you, love? What really happened to Amelia Earhart? Pull up a chair. Let's do some history. All right. So we've looked into this before. I think when the round table was deep diving, that she didn't disappear. But I'm glad we're asking again because I really don't remember the answer. It was like she was taken into witness protection because she experienced some kind of portal, something. Let's see. What really happened? In this timeline. If we don't specify that, they could give me an answer that happened in 5 realms over. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Well, it's basically what I just said. So Amelia just disappeared. She gets stuck between realms on her journey. Now, this is really disgusting. They couldn't let her succeed. This is a man's world. Just saying. Gotta go with the cards here. All right. So, in order for the man to maintain his ego, they said she died. All right. But actually, she started a new life. She stuck. It was almost like the portal was deliberate. They caught her. Yeah. Whew, that was a battle. Battle and a half. So, all we know, she wasn't stuck there very long, but I'm getting that she was rescued. Yeah, she was rescued. She's good. She was in a divine place. It was for her benefit because no woman flying around the world. This is a man's world. Be taking our credit, and we couldn't have her be talking. Okay. So I get that she's in old school witness protection. It's been around for a very, very long time. Very, very happy. Divinely protected. They had no intention of letting this woman succeed. It's like a pissing contest. Well, we can't have a woman out pissing us. We don't do it very well standing up anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're not going to let her succeed. Heaven forbid. It is all about ego. You're going to ruin our plans, take all our credit. We can't let people know that a woman can do what we can do. And I'm not saying that there aren't gender roles, because there are. That's my belief. There are men should do manly things and women have got a role too. But sometimes there's an equal balance there and we can do some things. I can work on a car. Don't make me a dude. There's a middle ground there. All right. Hi, Jonna. You're next, love. Do I have any messages from Sirius B or A? Why so serious? All right, let's see. What's with the job? Job hunting? I don't know what that has to do with Sirius B or A. I'm just telling you what Wing shows me. That's encouraging. Okay. Taking control of your own life. All right. That's interesting. Did you see the lion? I have Lyran energy coming in here. Now, we do know that Lyrans go all over the place. They've got their hands in just about everything because they're great protectors. Been with you since you were a little kid. Oh, that's not creepy. Well, there's the love energy. Okay, there they are. It's a simple message, and it's so simple, but it's encouraging. We got you. You're good. They're watching you. You see the eye down on Gaia watching you? So is the Knight of Pentacles. It's a stability card. We're watching you. Everything's going to be okay. There's your star card. We're watching both of them. All right. You have Lyran energy. It's almost as if they have sent the Lyrans with you. They've been with you since you were a little kid. They were just watching you. That's why I said, that's not creepy. We're watching you. Oh, we're helping with the financial transfer. Yeah, generational wealth is coming your way. They're also behind it. A lot of the technology with the quantum system is coming from them. Okay. Not to take away from the Octurians and everybody else. It's like the whole council, which is multiples of them. If you want to get into the galactic, the Federation and everything on that side of things, they all work together. They're just letting you know, we're watching you. It's going to be okay. Okay. But we've been with you since you were little. You're going to be okay. Wings was focusing on a job that's here in this dimension, this density. You're worried about work, finances. You're not going to have to worry much longer. I know everybody's tired of hearing. What does that mean? How much longer? I don't know. Remember, you got twos. Okay. Terry, how are you, lovey? What is the connection between my coworker Stacy and myself? Oh dear. Okay. You'll forgive me if y'all were like enemies in the past and took each other out and okay. Or you were husband and wife or hated each other. Could be positive. Maybe you're long lost besties. I don't know. Let's see. Terry and Stacy, what is the past life? We had multiple lives together. Oh dear. There's the romance here. Who's who? Gosh. Okay, so we have a knight in shining armor. Terry. Nice of you to man up. Okay. Come on, guys, you gotta laugh. In the past, Terry, you were the knight in shining armor to Stacy. Multiple lifetimes. All right. A guardian. It's almost like she's royalty. You're guardian royalty. The queen falls in love with the knight. Oh, she's trapped, stuck. Oh gosh. Why does this sound like some weird TV series? Tough decision. Oh God. Oh, okay. All right, now listen. Terry, make sure that you pay your child support to the love child. You had to keep it hush hush because you'd both be killed. All right. Okay, drama goes deep here. So there is a romance. She was higher royalty. You guarded her. It was hot and heavy. You made a love child, but you had to keep it quiet because you'd both be taken out. Okay. All right. So that's one of them, but you've had multiple lives, but that's the one they're focusing on. So somewhere out there, y'all have a love child running around. Terry, you behave yourself. Just saying. Coming to a theater near you. Anybody want to write the screenplay for that one? Just saying. Man, they get crazy. All right. Anissa, I'm facing a lot of my fears, but my biggest fear is to sleep. Does it come from this life or another? It's usually because they're working the crap out of all of us. All right, let's see. If it's perfectly okay. Well, pay your child support. I'm just saying. All right, Anissa, let's see. Why are you afraid to fall asleep? We need to work on that fear, though. You know, there's no place for fear around here. Oh, no. That's sleep, dream state. Oh, gosh. You have past life here, but it's bleeding over into this dream state. It's almost like you don't want to relive it. So this is a fear of you being in a father position guarding a child. I have to stay awake, watch this child because there's a possibility it can be stolen and sold. So this is a fear of going to sleep. I have to watch this child. You're in protective mode. Now, this is your current dream state. This energy has just bled over into this life. You can work on this. You need to release your job as guarding this child. This child is not here. It is okay. This is a cleansing of a tree. This is a different timeline. It's just bleeding over, so we need to work on that. This is a tree cleansing. Now, when Miss Nadia decides, if she decides to do more of these in the future, I suggest going back and cleansing this in a different lifetime. It was a fear of going to sleep. Okay, yeah. Oh, stop the ringing. And fear of something happening to your child. It's protective mode. Okay. Different life, being trapped, taken, stolen. Yeah. So it's bleeding over. So we need to fix this. You've got to convince yourself that this child is okay. It's not happening anymore. All right. Miss Debbie, how are you, love? May I have a message from Spurt? Yes, you may. Okay. Miss Debbie, what do we got? Have you taken up juggling? Because that's what Wings is showing me. What are we juggling? Debbie's joining the circus. Uh-huh. Ugh. Debbie. All right. Listen. Listen. Listen, Linda. Listen. I mean, Debbie. We've talked about this privately. You are juggling family tradition. It's not a right thing to do what I want to do. And Spirit's going, accept the loss and move on. All right? You have to do what makes you happy. You're in a transition phase. It's taking forever. You need to finally basically put the wick out of the candle. All right? The flame is dead. Kill it. Stop trying to convince yourself that the church is going to horsewhip you in the street. You have to do what's right for you. This limbo juggling is not working. Stop listening to everybody else tug at your emotions. You are in charge of your life. Make the transition. The devil's in your ear. Unfortunately, and yes, I will say it, the devil lives very strong in the church. Yes, I said it. We have a loving God. He wants you happy. Take action. This is not working. Well, I will. I'll do it next week. Will you? Till somebody else gets in your ear and says, you know, that's not right. I'm going to say it and don't take this wrong. There are some people in the church you just need to tell to fuck off. Yes, I said it. I did. And I'm happier for it. I don't work for the God that I know. Does he have rules and regulations? Yes. The loving God that I know doesn't say, you shall be miserable for the rest of your life because you need to follow their rules. Stop following man, follow God. Follow your heart. Okay? Now everybody's going, oh shit, Jen's pissed. I'm not mad. I'm frustrated with the modern day rules and regulations of man and not God. Does that make sense? All right. Let me refresh the coffees. Oh, we have coffees. Okay. Jojo McWill. Why couldn't I sleep last night? Was it the eclipse? About 5:30 a.m., I finally dozed off for about a couple of minutes, then woke right back up, immediately feeling like I was falling and yelling out. What was you drinking for you? No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. Blood moon, even though it wasn't really visible in the states, we associate the blood moon as a warning. That's Daddy saying, "Children, Daddy's about to take his belt off. You ready?" It can have an impending doom in the spirit realm, unless you're like me that goes out and talks to Luna and go, "Hey," and you pray. But let's find out what's going on. I get the falling, that falling feeling is that something's about to come crashing down. There's a tower moment that's about to happen, but it's not meant for you. It's meant for the world to see. It's just like a premonition, if that makes sense. Let's see what the cards say. And the yelling, you're trying to warn people, and it's like you're muzzled. No one listens. I mean, we listen, but we all understand the same thing. We may not always agree, but we have a job to do to warn those who are still in their coma or sleep. Okay. That's interesting. That's an RV card. 10 of Pentacles. That's RV. That's financial. You know something's about to happen. Now, fear of falling, it can be, this is a fear that it's not going to happen. Okay. It's going to reverse. You've worked yourself up for it and it's just not going to happen. Nope. Nope. There it is. There's the Ace of Pentacles. It's coming. This is that we've built ourselves up, and we know, even though the patience part's a little difficult, we know in your gut, you just know it's going to happen. But this impending doom, it can be the enemy as well. He's not going to give you nothing. All that new stuff's coming, love. Looky there. Look at your independence. It's all pentacles. You and Skip both. This is, yep. So this just tells me it's an underlying subconscious. It's not going to happen. It's all going to fall apart. We're getting our hopes up for nothing. And all these pentacles are saying, oh, it's fine. It is. It does have something to do with the eclipse. So that's a precursor for what God's about to do. Bless his people. Deal with the wicked. Okay? Don't let the devil convince you that it's the other way around, because that's what we were brainwashed to believe. It's just subconscious. All right? You just know something's coming. Even though you can't explain it. You just know that you know that you know. Okay? All right? Nothing can stop what's coming. And it's not because Q, Trump, or anybody else in a spaceship or anybody said so. It's because God said so. Okay? Jen's going to get off her soapbox now. You okay, JoJo? I promise. Increase your prayers. All right. Someone. Hello, someone. Hi, beautiful Jen. Hello, gorgeous someone. The number 13 seems to be very significant to me, good and bad. Was I unalived in a past life on the 13th? Yes, Boomer, we're working here. Thank you. Okay, go back to sleep. Oh, it takes so much energy to get up and turn around and lay on down on the other side. Okay. Was I unalived in a past life on the 13th as a Knights Templar? Ooh, interesting. Hmm. 13th. Yeah, we were all told that the 13th is bad. It's not. It's beautiful. But they don't want you to receive the blessings. They like to use it. Were you unalived on the 13th? Knights Templar. It's kind of a yes or no element. Hmm. And you do understand that there's a divine element of the Knights Templar, and then there's a negative order of the Knights Templar. Every organization has good and bad. You know that. Let's see. Oh, dang on. Yeah, that kind of ties in with the good versus evil. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Wow. Very yes. All right. So it's a court setting. You were found guilty by the bad guys. Now, y'all can tell King of Wands in this reading that he's referred to as bad. This is hot tempered. This is control of the emotions. This is you, Miss Mary. Yes. Okay. You were lost. They had the upper hand. So the good guys were responsible for keeping a lot of the treasures, um, finances, that stuff like that for the original bloodline. Bad guys, didn't want them to have it. They were always on the run, always constantly hiding. You were caught, went to court, sacrifice, ordered to death because you wouldn't give up the goods of where the treasures were. Yeah, you kept them hidden. Well, good for you. Y'all, just so you know, Miss Mary's not a snitch. You knew they were guarded and protected and you never gave it up. You said, "You can have my life." It's like a Braveheart moment. Yeah. I think she yelled out freedom on the way out. Yeah. She didn't give it up. All right. If y'all need somebody to keep your secrets, tell Miss Mary because she'll take it to her grave. Just saying. All right. All right. Let's go back over here. You witnessed the gold being buried on Oak Island. Well, daggone it. Why don't you go tell Marty where it is? It's because it's been moved. All right. Remy has the next one. Here we go. Any messages for you? Well, let's see. Stay strong. Little one needs you. Hold your ground. Stay focused on your mission. Okay, Remy. You're on this roller coaster, honey. You know how we've talked before about Divine Spirit wanted you to focus on Remy time. It's about Remy right now, not anybody else. Stay focused, centralized on your communication with the divine creator, not on what you've lost, what you don't have. So you're doing this roller coaster thing. You're really good for a while, and then all of a sudden something snaps in your head. But I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you do all this. Spirit saying, "Stop that." Your strength is this little one, but you've still got to focus on you. Yet you're in mama bear mode, but you got to get control of your emotions because you got to be a mama bear to yourself first. You have to take care of you so you can take care of the little one. It's very hard for the divine feminine to do because we're caretakers. All right. Be very strategic how you talk to yourself. You are going to continue to roller coaster, but when you feel yourself falling into that valley, you need to remind yourself, would I want this grandbaby to do this to herself? She's great motivation of how you treat yourself. Would you want her doing this to herself or someone doing it to her? No, you wouldn't. Okay. Roller coasters do have an end. They level out and they stop. So be patient with yourself. But that grandbaby is great motivation. Okay. All right. Roman, Roman, the Roman, wherefore art thou Roman? Was Benedict Arnold framed? You bring the traitor into it. All right. I don't know. That's a good question. Clicking buttons. Hold on. Benedict Arnold framed. There's so much of our history we don't know. Was he really a turncoat? Did he? I don't know. Was he framed? Okay. Roman, I think you have a point. You know, the term that Wings is using right now is scapegoat. Does that make sense? Same thing, framed, but he was like a scapegoat for somebody else. Yeah, he had his part in it, but he's only one piece of the puzzle. There's a higher up here. Yeah. He's still a part of it. He still has to have some responsibility in this, but he was not the leader of this. He was the scapegoat, so the higher dudes wouldn't fall. He's more of a knight. There's a king involved. It means a higher up authority, higher in rank. But he still played a part. He's one of three, according to this. He still held his own secrets and stuff like that. Somebody else is involved. One of them's a woman. Of course. Leave it to a woman. Yeah. He can't take all the blame, but he still deserves some blame. So it's, Does that make sense? Yeah. There's a female messenger in here. You know how they had runners that go back and forth, you know, giving secrets. So there's a female involved in this, but there's a higher ranking man in this, but he was a part of it. So he could have said no. You're welcome, love. It doesn't really shock me either. All right, Miss Marcy. All right. How many lifetimes was I underground? You a coal miner? I know what you mean. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I kind of have to split this up. So underground, because this is going to go by length of time. So really, it was at least a dozen times. But here's the thing: a few of the times you were rescued, okay, by good guys, but at least 5 you never even saw the light of day. Does that make sense? So you have 12, 5 you never saw the light of the day, and then you have rescuers that rescued for the other 7 by the good guys. So Marcy, 12 altogether. 7 were temporary, 5 were, yeah. Okay. The magician's back here saying it's a little tricky. It depends on what answer you're looking for. So about a dozen, 5 tragic, 7 still happened, but you were rescued. Okay. I think a lot of us kind of went through that. All right. This last one is from Sunshine, and then I'm going to open it back up. Don't go crazy because we've only got a few minutes. All right. I'll go back right after I paused and pick up any of the ones that got dropped in, and then I'll see how many we've got. All right. Sunshine. How many fractals do I have? She wants to know how many pieces she's made up of. All right. How many you got? Still roaming around out there? Let's see. I'm going to tell you something. Well, I'm going to explain Wing's Pictionary here in a minute, Sunshine. It's funny. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, gosh. All right. So you've had 3 return. You have 8 more to go. You have to be patient. This is going to be a long process. All right. Now, you may be thinking, daggone, that's a lot. You've had 3 that have come and returned, 8 more to go. 8, 8. Okay. But let me explain Wing's Pictionary. It's like someone took you and ran you over a cheese grater, and that's how many pieces there are. Wow. So, Sunshine, you've been through a cheese grater. There's many of you, but needed. Needed. That's how many fractals are needed in the other realms to do these blessings and continue your mission. Be patient. You're going to be around for a while because you've got a lot of work to do. You have a good gift. Not that others don't. It's just you're going to have to be patient for the rest of them to come in. You got lots of work to do. Okay. All right. Cheese grater Sunshine. All right. You just have to imagine my brain when Wings plays Pictionary and I see a cheese grater with sunshine going over it. I'm going, what is wrong with you? But it works. I understand. Okay. All right. Now, let me go back up. I will. We all dumped him in there, didn't you? All right. Hold on. Let me go back up to where I originally paused, which is way up there. Oh my. Anybody want to do Jeopardy music? Still scrolling. Almost there. Wow. I'm not saying y'all like to talk or anything, but I'm just saying. What? It's all right. That's what we're here for. Okay. I see Renee's question. Still scrolling. Eva's question. No, I'm going back the other way. I'm going to make myself dizzy. We're getting there. Come on, keep singing Jeopardy. Well, we're getting there. Hold on. I keep saying that. Okay. Here we go. Roman, Joe Petrie, Miss Mary, Jojo McWill, Sunshine. Okay, guys, stop. Stop. We're going to be here all day. That's enough. Stop it. All right. Here we go. All right. So that gives us 7. Let's get to work. It's 2, 2, 2. Oh, some 2s. Maybe it's happening right now. We could hope, right? Let me check the coffee page. Just as a reminder, tomorrow I do private readings, and then Wednesday I have the show. Thursday's private readings, and then the show. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, we did a humanitarian last week. My weeks are blending into each other. Okay. All right, Miss Renee, can I please get a message about my house that I have for sale? Alrighty. Now, y'all do know that if we peanut butter, that means all the schedule is like put on hold. I will put a notification up. All right. It'll probably have a picture of a giant jar of peanut butter on it. And I'll be able to have one until I sign an NDA. But just so you know, it will throw things off for a while. You think you have to be patient now. Mm-hmm. All right. Have you had an offer in the past? Maybe it wasn't what you wanted. Possible negotiation right now. Oh, Okay. This is a long process, Renee. Um, this is an offer. This is like, let's talk about it, negotiate it. But then this, it's going to happen. Selling the house, it's already in the works. This card I don't like. It means it's almost over, but I'm not sure that you may not get what you want. This is a struggle. This is like almost like a bidding back and forth. It's really going to be up to your husband's going to have a lot of say. The house is going to sell, but whoever wants to buy it is not. Yeah, it's going to sell. Ugh. You need to trust your gut. If you think you can get a higher bid, do it. But this is an ongoing bickering back and forth. Um, between inspections and, well, if you fix this, then I'll pay that price. Well, I'm not doing this if you don't do that. Ugh, I can't imagine. It's going to sell. It's almost like you have a bid currently coming in or working with it, but it's going to be this big tit for tat thing for a little while. But you are going to sell it. Husband's going to have a lot to say, though. What you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. It's nothing to fix. Okay, now don't take this wrong. Don't take this wrong, but that's your opinion. Does that make sense? Don't yell at me. I'm just saying, people will have a mindset that they come in and go, to you, it doesn't need fixed. To them, they're like, but I need that upgraded. But I don't like it like that. It's just this tit for tat opinion. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying this is the personality of the person. Okay? Renee's getting all defensive on me. Stop yelling at me. I'm just saying this person is not going to agree with you. Okay? All right. So when this person presents an offer to you here very shortly, expect nitpicking. Okay? Follow your gut. If you don't want to go down that path, tell them to take a hike. Okay? All right. Are we good? Renee's like, wow. Sorry. I'm not saying anything's wrong with the house. People are just, they're nitpicky. All right. Eva, any messages from Spirit? All right. All right. What we got going on, Eva? Ava, honey, use your discernment. Good girl. Been patient. All right. Listen, there's some stuff that you listen to as far as information goes, especially the financial side of things. Be careful who you're listening to, especially the ones that keep flip flopping back and forth. Now, you've seen flip flopping here, but I tell you, it's a spiritual thing. I'm talking about those who keep changing their mind based on evidence, like written reports. Be careful who you're listening to, where you're getting your information. Good for being patient. You've tried. You're trying to weed them out. Trust your instinct. Trust God. All right. Don't let it emotionally upset you. There's secrets that people don't know. I don't know. Gurus don't know. Reporters don't know, back channels, whatever. Not everybody knows everything. Don't let it get you in an emotional tizzy. Follow your gut. All right. If you feel off, maybe they say 10 things that you agree with, but they say 100 things that you don't. Trust your gut of who you're getting your information from. But all this new stuff is coming. That's beautiful. It's exhausting. Don't wear yourself out. So when you get to this point, Spirit saying, please take a break, just turn it off. All right. It is exhausting. It's exhausting just scrolling through some of this stuff and going, do I listen to that? Do I not listen to that? And when it gets to that point, don't listen to any of it. Just go talk to God. All right. All right. Have a great day, Remy. Okay. What do we got? Roman. We got Roman, Joe Petrie, Mary Jones, Jojo McWill, and Sunshine. All right. How many lifetimes was I good and how many a rat Beth? You rat bastard. All right. Let's see. So we'll do a row of good and a row of rat bastard. Roman, which one are we rooting for? That's a dumb question. I don't know. Some people like to be the bad guy. Some people, when they watch movies, they absolutely root for the bad guy, not the good guy. Let's see. Top row will be good. Bottom row will be row rat bastard. Okay. Roman said it first. I did not call him one. I'm just saying. Here we go. Look at you. Look at you, little angel. 10. Good. Oh. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. Roman, you're 10 for 10. Now let me explain. 10, beautiful, good. Pat Roman on the head. Bad? Because they were all times of war. You kind of fought for the wrong side. You agreed to do this is 2 and 10. So here's or 2 and 8. So let's math. We have 10. 2 of them you thought you were fighting for the good guys. 8 you had no other choice. It didn't matter. You were the bad guy no matter what. So you're 10 and 10. This is the tiebreaker, Roman. Okay. All right. You agreed, but this is all, unfortunately, military. It takes orders. They do as they're told. They get roped into it. I mean, we could look at the last 100 years and see that. Yeah, 10 good ones, good little angel boy Roman. And then you kind of got 2 you agreed to, yeah, I'll do it because you knew better. And then the 8, you just got roped into it. Does that make sense? Okay. So you could almost cancel out the ones you didn't know better. It could be 10 and 2 instead of 10 and 10. Because this, you just didn't know any better. All right. Because that's being hoodwinked. So you could do 10 and 2. Good for you, Roman. Okay. All right. Joe Petrie. And your hot head is not in here today. So it's quite cool. Thank you. All right. Why do I have fear around going to sleep? You too? Oh, my word. All right. Where's Violetta when you need her? Start passing them out. Well, there's anticipation. The feeling of it, there's anticipation. What are you anticipating? Joe, honey. Okay. All right, sweetie. Listen, you're in control of what you do. There's Wyletta passing out drugs in the chat room. Good job. Good girl. Okay. All right. So this fighting battles has been the ongoing thing. Constantly at war, constantly having to swing the sword. Okay. That's a huge majority of it. And now it's like, I got to stay distracted, stay awake because you don't want to let your guard down. Okay. This is fear of the unknown. What if somebody comes in here? All right. But you've got to refocus on what you're focusing on, you. All right. Now, this is where you get your guardians to do the work for you. You have to take control. This is just a cycle. This is a completion. You are wrapping it up. You've had to go through this cycle. Yeah. You're in charge of this. You are in charge, but you've got to convince yourself that you're in charge. All right. Yeshua, you can say, look, I am taking the night off. All right. That does not make you an easy target, but subconsciously you think it is. It's not. You're always fighting for everybody else and the greater good. If I go to sleep and let my guard down, something's going to happen. Nope. Not if you have faith in Yeshua. And I just call in all the heavenly hosts. I mean, leagues and legions of angels. And say, I'm going to sleep. But you have to believe this. You have to believe you have the upper hand. All right. You're just anticipating the next war, even though there isn't one. You tell everybody, I'm going to bed. All right. So you won't have to fight this. All right. All righty. Why do I just picture Miss Wyletta going around the room with those little white pill cups? You put the pills in there and then pass them out to everybody. That's what it feels like. Okay. Miss Mary, do my spirit guides have? I don't know. Do they have? What do they have? Hmm. I have a message for you. All right, Mary. Roman's in his straitjacket, so Wyletta, you're going to have to put the pills in his mouth to give him the water. You can't hold it. All right. Miss Mary, what's your message, love? Oh, gosh. Mm. Wow. Oh, gosh. What is it with your son? All right. Now, look. The tower in this reading, usually we're waiting for something to fall down, fall apart. But the tower also represents lessons learned. Okay, I know not to do that again. All right. You've walked away from things, maybe old habits. Like, I know not to do that because that did not end well in the past. In the past, God showed you the way, saying, child, stop doing that. Now you are secure. You're leaning on Yahweh. You're waiting. You're anticipating, but you know not to make the same mistakes. This can be financially, people you trust, who to talk to, who not to talk to. All right. So you're in a slow transition phase to get into all that new stuff, but you still got somebody that wants to take control. Remember, the sun keeps interfering here. All right. Maybe he's taken control in the past. You have seen and learned lessons. I know what he's capable of. This is not happening again. All right. You have learned very valuable lessons. This is burdens wrapping up. Knight of Cups. Okay. It's almost emotional. I love you, but you don't control me. I love you and you can come around, but you don't control me. This is all about you've learned past lessons, but your spirit guides are saying don't forget them because you'll end up in the same position and being taken advantage of. It's just another way of saying your spirit guides are saying keep your son and others at arm's length. All right. You trust in God. All right. All right. Couple more. Jojo McWill. Will my biopsy go smoothly Thursday? Well, we are declaring that it's going to go smoothly. Why do I anticipate them lying to you? Because that's what they do. Let's see. Okay, so you have a solid yes. But this is the energy that I was picking up on. Why do I feel like they're going to lie to you? Okay. Because they're going to want to come in and do further procedures. This is smoke and mirrors. They're not telling you that you're fine. Moving out of troubled waters. What they have planned for you is not good. It'll wear you out. Yeah, we found a little something, so it's best if we go ahead and do this. Use your discernment. I am not a doctor. I don't. This is Big Pharma. Anytime justice comes into a medical question, it's Big Pharma doing their crap. This is unnecessary fear and worry, which feeds into dis-ease. Remember, disease? This is what feeds it. If you can stop worrying about it, okay, it's going to be fine. Moving out of troubled waters, you got a huge ace of cups. God's got you. It's what they're going to come back and go, it might be best if we take steps A, B, and C from here on out. Use your discernment. Big Pharma's broke or about to be. All right. But you have a solid yes. It will go smoothly. It's what comes after that you're going to have to fight for your independence, okay? All right. All right. Last question, and I'll let you go. Sunshine on a cloudy day. All right. Was the multiple hours of light show Saturday night in Vegas the 10th show? Yeah, you emailed me about there's more goals. Why are you whining, Mr. Boomer? Excuse me. He's like, Mom, it's time to end the show. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Told you. Boomer says you're done. All right, Sunshine. I know you emailed me. So let's do this one. Was the multiple hours of light show Saturday night in Vegas the 10th show? All right. Mr. Boomer. Okay. Boomer's helping with this one. He's blessing the cards. He wants my attention. All right, buddy. Almost done. I know. Are we good? Bless the cards. Okay. All right. 10th show. They're not done. 8th? They're not finished. You missed a couple. They're not done. Yeah, the 8th. You got 2 8s. Excuse me. You're going to have to trust me, sunshine. The 8th. They're going to continue with these. So you missed a couple, but I don't get that you were meant to see them. Expect some more. Okay. Why do I feel like these light shows are like their version of Morse code? Does that make sense? It's like there's messages behind it. I mean, I'm not saying it is coded, but there's something. He worked so hard. It was hard being on that table and getting on this one. Okay. But there's something about the frequency and the pattern of the lights that there's a message behind it. Yeah. I don't know what the pattern is, but just so spirit's just saying pay attention, but they'll continue with him and maybe it'll catch on. And you'll kind of realize it. Okay, guys. This poor child needs my undivided attention. So let me check the coffee page one more time. All right. We're good. All right. I will see you in the morning for oracles and then Wednesday for the show. So y'all think of some more questions. In the meantime, pray for Boomer and his hard life. Yes, I'm making fun of you. All right. Fat and sassy here, just like his owner. All right, guys. You have a blessed evening. All right. Keep your vibes up. All right. Anticipate your twos. I don't whatever that is. All right. We're manifesting good stuff coming. All right. All right, guys. Have a beautiful evening. All right. Blessings. Love you.